up, everybody? I'm Chet Buchanan from 98.5 KLUC in Las Vegas. I know that doesn't mean anything to you, but I just want to prove that I, too, am not an idiot. Because just like you, I'm listening to the Friday Sports Riot on SportsTownChicago.com. Believe that.
What up? This is the Friday Sports Riot on SportsTownChicago.com. Call the show. Get on the air with us. Chit-chat with us. 630-403-5200. That is 630-403-5200. And coming up on the Illinois Center for Broadcasting hotline, we have from 670 The Score WSCR Radio, Joe Ostrowski will be coming on.
Yes. And
until then,
all the NBA playoffs are in full swing right now. And you got
go on.
You got the Eastern Conference Finals set, you got the Western Conference Finals set. You know, it's the matchup of the century that everyone wanted since day one. Heat Pacers in the East.
Yeah.
And the Pacers do have home court, by the way. Even though they've been struggling throughout the whole playoffs, that they're getting home court for this because they were the best team in the East.
I see Roy Hibbert going off in this. I don't see him playing around anymore.
Well, who do you think is going to win? For instance, who do you think is going to win Game 1? I think the Pacers are going to win Game 1 because the Heat have lost Game 1s a lot. And
here's what I think.
And every time they win a series and there's a little bit of rest in between, they usually take about a game to get back into the swing of things.
This series will go 6 games. There's no way it's going 7. The Pacers, Paul George would have to be on his game. Lance would have to be on his game. George Hill would have to contribute a lot, like he used to do for the Spurs and the Pacers last year. Roy Hibbert needs to show why he had defensive voting of the year, because this Heat team does not do good when they are being attacked by rough centers, when they are being actually pressured into turnovers, and when you are preventing them with your defense from getting open court dunks, open court alley-oops, open court free layups. That's when the Heat are not at their best. So the Pacers need to have gridlock defense, Ryan. The Pacers need to have such good defense that they hold this team down and prevent them from scoring 101 points.
You're going to have to stop, you can't stop James, but you're going to have to stop other guys like
Ray Allen, Dwayne Wade.
Well, especially Ray Allen, I think. Because Ray Allen, all he has to do is free up some space, go right into the corner, shoots threes, and then it's all good. It'll be kind of tough for the Pacers to stop somebody like that. And a guy like Bosch, who has really turned into be a pretty good shooter, he can hit threes, not at will, but he can hit threes a lot.
He has been clutch lately. He's been shooting threes better than Kevin Durant at away games. Like, he's shooting like 60%. Kevin Durant's shooting 9% when he's not playing in Oklahoma City.
Right.
I'm not saying Kevin Durant shouldn't have been MVP, but he's not really playing like he's supposed to be. But we'll get to that in a second. But back to the Heat. I want to get your take on this. It would be one of the greatest upsets in a while. It'd be probably the biggest upset since the Lakers lost in 2004 to the Detroit Pistons. It would be that type of an upset if somehow the Pacers found a way to beat the Heat, because I just don't see it. Maybe it would be competitive, but you can't have any of these games, Ryan. You can't have one quarter where you score 12 points and you have 60 points going into the fourth quarter. You need to be on your game. Frank Vogel needs to come with his best game plan if there's any way they can prevent King James. You agree with me?
I agree with you, but since they're not going to be able to stop James, they have to stop other people, and I think. I don't know I think if the Pacers won the series, it wouldn't be as big as an upset as maybe some other things. I mean, it would be a big upset, but
actually,
the Pacers did have the best record in the NBA. Not in the NBA, but the best record in the East.
But they don't have a true elite player there. Paul George is all right. I'll say that.
Well, he's getting to the elite level. He's not there yet, but
he needs to be more
close.
Consistent. There's no reason to go 7 games against the Hawks. There's no reason to go 6 against the Wizards.
But the main goal is that they were able to get it done. I
know
that they did it in more games than people thought, but they still got it done. They were still able to beat the Hawks. They were still able to beat the Wizards.
Yeah,
and those aren't very tough teams. But the Heat have only lost 2. The Heat have only lost 1 game so far in the playoffs. So. Because they swept the Bobcats and the
Bobcats were close the first 3 games.
They won in 5 to the Nets.
Yeah, the Bobcats were close in 3 games, and then the 4th game, they're like, we suck. And then against the Nets, they had a lot of chances. Man, is Paul Pierce playing some atrocious basketball.
Yeah.
He missed 2.
Well, him and Garnett are done. I don't know what they're still doing.
Garnett. Paul Pierce can maybe contribute something. I get how he said he has a year or 2 left. Because he at least contributed sometimes with some clutch shots. Kevin Garnett did diddly squat, jack squat, BS. He did nothing. I didn't even know he was on the Nets. I mean, I know he's on the Nets, but I never saw him until he was in huddles. He contributed nothing. He had no putbacks. He never went to the free throw line. No blocks. The one time I saw Kevin Garnett was when he was being a little piece of dirt and he leaves the game early like he always does. But he's a bad sportsmanship and he's a terrible person. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Unless you're Craig Sager and he wants to burn your shirt or burn your, what's it called, suit. Unless you're Craig Sager, it's wildly known that Kevin Garnett's not a nice guy. So I was so unsurprised to see him leave the court like a loser. Were you? Because all these guys on Twitter were like, oh my God, Kevin Garnett's at it again. Are you surprised? Because I'm not.
I've never really liked Kevin Garnett.
Me neither. I've always thought he was a dirtbag. I hate Kevin Garnett.
He's kind of a thug, a dirtbag, whatever you want to call it.
On the Celtics, man, I hated him with a passion.
Oh, well, I'm sure you did, being a Lakers fan. When they played,
I'm so glad when they beat them in that Game 7.
In 08 and 09 when they played back-to-back in the finals.
Lakers lost that. Damn, they blew a 20-point lead in like Game 5 of the series against the Celtics in like the finals. I was so mad.
God, was that in 08 when the Celtics won?
Yeah. The Lakers blew a 20-point lead. People forget about that. Kobe could have had 6 rings.
Yeah.
But they weren't ready. All right. We will talk more about the NBA playoffs. I actually want to on our weekend show on WNUR 89.3 if we have nothing to talk about. So check that out. Check us out at hoppyradio.com, hoppysworld.com, which is my media network of talk radio, comedians, sport analysts, artists, and the upcoming project, which I promise will be here soon, called Hoppe TV. Also, hoppyradio.com, home to the Friday Sports Riot, the show you're listening to right now, and the Hoppe and SuperRICH show. I will plug that later as we will close up shop. But SuperRICH, what is your website if people want to check you out?
You can check out my website, ryanstupperidge.wordpress.com.
All right. Here's the deal, Ryan. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
Come back and do an update.
Real fast. SuperRICH will do an update. And then up at 5 from 670 The Score and WSCR Radio, the #1 sports channel in Chicago. Joe Ostrowski is up next after this on the Friday Sports Riot. Hang on.
The Friday Sports Riot on SportsTownChicago.com.